So what did you do with your food?
I kicked someone's leg to pieces and then hit myself.
So this is apparently how it goes when you fight. Painful?
Certainly does. Painful, yes. Very painful. We had to start out there and then come up the steps. And then we come down the step where the crowd is. So then we walk round and touch gloves. And then he'll put some Vaseline on your eyebrows,
Why?
underneath your cheekbones, around there. It's just anywhere that's prone to getting cut easily. The punches can sort of like slide off. Yeah. Then when we've got that check, then I come to here. Normally, come in. Come to the centre of the ring and you perform what's called a Y crew. And yeah, it's basically just paying respects. He'll come into the middle of the ring 3 times down to the floor, and then they'll perform their own like traditional dance. I can see.
Do the traditional dance for me.
No. I didn't even do it on the night. But then,
Now you can challenge yourself.
No. Do you want to sit?
We can start like this. I just want to first say how we met. And that was I will always remember it somehow because it was in a tea shop. I asked if I could sit down. And you said yes, next to you. And then you were having a table, which you offered me. And then I offered you bug spray. And then I showed you my something on my mobile.
Yes.
And then I asked you if it was something you would attend to. Do you want to continue with the rest?
And I said no, I'd rather get punched in the face.
And can you say what I showed you?
It was your wellness retreat in Morocco for the silence.
And then your answer was, for me, is
getting punched in the face.
That's kind of strange for me. But you like it, yeah?
Yeah. That's my therapy.
That's your therapy.
That's my therapy, yeah.
Yeah. And I actually find it quite interesting, and I insisted somehow that we do this interview because I grew up in a violent family where I was beaten by my father, and it was like a big trauma for me for many years to go through all the everything, you know, when you have grown up in a violent family, and you also have the same background.
Yeah.
And your approach to life has been very different from my approach to life. My approach is also body.
Yeah.
For me, like, I see that body is a place where you can work through your traumas because we think we can think through it, but I don't believe that. But your way of working through it, I'm kind of fascinated by it.
I just embraced the violence. Instead of shying away from it, I craved it in a way. But this is when I was younger anyway. That was my sort of way of dealing with it. I used to go and look for trouble and fights outside because I knew anything outside couldn't be as worse as what I could get, as what I was getting back at home. So, like I said, I embraced it. But as I've got older, I was desensitized to it, so it just came second nature. I was good at it. So,
when did you start fighting? Like in a professional way, not just looking for trouble?
It's a tricky question. Well, it's not a tricky question. So my first ever professional getting paid for fighting was in 2022. But like I've had inter-club fights when we've been fighting with other people from different clubs.
Was it Muay Thai? No?
Yeah, it's more kickboxing, MMA, boxing. I've had a couple of bare knuckle fights in the ring. I've had a couple of MMA fights in the ring.
From 2020.
Yeah, from 2022. So I started training and fighting from about the age of 7, 8. Kickboxing fights, boxing matches. Anything that I could get a thump off.
What does that mean?
Like a whack, a punch or something. I felt at home.
Do you have any explanation for it? Because like, I don't know, I think we humans, we need to understand things, and maybe sometimes it's impossible to understand things. Like your joy, can you call it joy?
Yeah,
the joy of...
Because when I'm right, so the only way I can put it is when I'm in a fight. So as humans, we have a fight or flight mechanism built in, basically to protect us from danger. You either run from it or you face it head on. And all my life, I just decided to never run and face things head on.
Are you scared of anything?
I'm scared of my freedom being taken away.
And what is freedom to you?
This. Freedom to me is not being in prison. So that's the only thing I'm really scared of. That and losing my loved ones. Yeah, like I've been through so much. Like this is nothing. This is where I zero myself. This is where nothing else matters but the task in hand. We call it zeroing in, like tunnel vision. That's the only way I can describe it. Like your focus is solely on that man that you're in front of and nothing else. Like the crowd's not there. You can't hear the people in your corner shouting instructions.
So you're somehow meditating in a wild way, yeah?
Yeah,
Is that what you call it?
Yeah, well, this is meditation before there was meditation. This is the oldest form of, I don't know how you say it, but like this is ingrained as a human species to fight. And I think that's what's wrong with the world today. There's too much emphasis on male toxicity, and young boys aren't growing up learning how to fight and settle the differences through combat anymore. And like your viewers they might think it's old-fashioned of me to say, but like if kids these days learn a martial art, they'd learn how to channel their aggression somewhere else in the ring rather than channeling aggression out on the streets, stabbing people, fighting with people. They learn the respect for the fellow man, they learn respect for the elders and for young people when you come into a gym setting, because people from all walks of life are in there.
But we don't like pain, that's the thing. We humans, we usually escape pain. I mean, even it's emotional or physical, but you go for it. That's what I find quite interesting, and I insisted for this interview.
Pain is only temporary. Like
You have your feet destroyed now where you have been a
Yeah,
week
I
inside.
Yeah, I understand that, but like,
I'm sorry, folks, it's too much movement.
I
But yeah.
feel more alive than ever when I'm feeling pain. Like everyone, like you meditate, that's releasing endorphins into your brain, that's releasing serotonin, happy chemicals. Like every person has their own release. Like some people drink, some people take drugs to release them same chemicals into the brain. Like this is what fighting does for me.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because I know people who are doing like climbing and this kind of like extreme sports. They also say the same thing, that when they are doing the task, they're really into it.
Yeah, because
so they're just, their focus is 100 and 200%.
Because it's life or death.
Yeah,
like you said about the climber, if he takes, or he or she takes their hand off their anchor point, or they've not drilled in, I don't know the terms, I might be butchering it, but if they've not attached their safety line, for instance, properly, they're gonna die. Like they're gonna fall. The same as if I don't block an elbow to the face, I'm gonna get seriously cut open. If I don't learn how to move out the way of an attack, I'm gonna feel it. Like, yeah, there's a lot on the line. Like everyone has their own way of like
dealing with life.
Pardon?
Everybody has their own way of dealing with life, yeah, and what they are carrying around.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you ever consider stopping fighting?
No. I have stopped fighting in the past, and I didn't feel right. I didn't feel myself. So.
What does it mean to you to feel yourself?
Like I didn't feel happy. Like I weren't the better version of myself. Like now, I am the better version of myself because I've trained, I've fought, I've won. Now I'll go back, I'll train harder, I'll fight harder, and I'll win again. Like, it's just goals, and every goal you chip away, every goal you achieve, you feel good about yourself. That's what you aim to do, that's what you set goals for.
That's also what everybody else does. That's kind of interesting too. Like, I have also goals and you have goals, but it's just like different kind of goals. Interesting.
Said each to their own. Everyone's their own person. I know everyone likes to think, oh yeah, we're all together, we're one, but we're not. Everyone ticks different. Everyone moves to their own rhythm. Everyone.
Well, we have in common that we're human. All of us.
Yeah.
And that we have all feelings.
Yeah, but
and we all have a definition of pain. Even you like pain and I don't like pain. So we have lots of things in common, no?
Yeah. But like I said, everyone's got ulterior motives. Everyone's got their own objectives, as well as having them things in common as well. Like,
when is your next match?
Hopefully in 4 weeks.
And you're gonna still fight here, or you're gonna go back?
Yeah.
I never asked where you were from. Sorry.
Manchester, England.
Manchester.
Yeah, I've already got people wanting me to fight in October.
Here?
No, in Manchester. A bare knuckle boxing match. But I don't know if I'm gonna stay here, I think.
So you're gonna stay in Thai?
Yeah, I think.
I mean in Thai, not Thai. Yeah, anyway.
No, I'm gonna go to the south. I'm going to the south in a couple of weeks, for about 4 weeks. I'm gonna have another fight and I'm going to the south with my friend.
And the last match you won, no?
Yeah.
Was it hard?
Yeah. 5 rounds. War. Best fight of the night, they said.
Was it?
Yeah.
And after that, you said you have been depressed. That comes usually after a fight, no?
Yeah, post-fight depression.
What is that?
It's just because, like, on the leading up to a fight, you go through so many trials and tribulations. Like, you're trying to lose weight, you're trying to sharpen your skills, you're trying to push hard, but things always end up cropping up. And then you're on that high, then you go to fight, especially if you win, you're on an even bigger high, and then that to then maybe getting an injury like me. I've not been able to train for a week, so yeah, no training.
How do you motivate yourself? Because we were texting a bit when you were before you were going to go for a fight, and every time I was seeing you, I was thinking, oh my god, this guy is going through lots of suffering, and why does he do that? I was like shaking my head. But how do you motivate yourself for?
You got to embrace the suck. You got to embrace the suffering. You've got to embrace it. People don't embrace it, and they let it beat them.
And how do you do that?
Just keep going, never give up.
And you work on your mental, or you just like in Buddhism they say, just feel your feelings, don't get stuck in them. Is it the way you do it, like you say?
Yeah, everyone's got, especially men. I believe men have got to suffer. They've got to know what suffering's really like, so when the hard times come, they know now's game time. I've suffered, I never want to suffer again. It's time to never give up, time to push on.
Do you have anything else you want to share, except from that you like fighting and that's a meditation for you, and stillness for you is getting a punch in the face and blood running down your face?
Yeah. No, just obviously don't give up. Just never give up on yourself. If you make sure, if you set a goal, make sure you try your very best to achieve it. Never count yourself out.
That's something everybody can relate to, no?
Yeah.
No matter what kind of goal you're having.
Yeah, and especially it stirs you on when other people count you out. Gives you a reason to fight or to keep moving. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Do you want to do a dance for me now?
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Doesn't look like you though.
He's better looking.
I think you look better. What is the difference between MMA or MMR and
MMA? So MMA is it stands for mixed martial arts. It basically incorporates every single type of martial art into one. The main thing is, instead of being a stand-up fight, you can take it to the floor. You can use elbows, you can't knee to the head of a grounded opponent, and you can't use groin strikes, eye pokes, or fish hooks, mouth gouging. But yeah, a Muay Thai is basically stand up, try not to get knocked down, elbows, knees, shins.
So if you get knocked down, then you're down, somehow
you get 10 seconds. You get 10 seconds, depending on if the ref thinks you're going to be alright to recover.